Hello, hello. I'm Juliana Hever, the plant-based dietitian, and this is the What Would Juliana Do Q&A. This issue keeps coming up. I've given some lectures recently and in my weight loss support group and just all around me. So I thought I would address it here and remind you that you're not broken. So many people are frustrated with themselves when they don't say no to temptation, when they're being offered certain things and they keep saying yes and indulging in them, even though it's not on their plan. And they keep asking me, why do I keep doing this? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just say no? And I want to remind you that that is our biology. That is how our bodies adapted. We've evolved over many, many centuries and thousands of years to be able to survive. And it's a good quality, it's a good adaptive trait to be able to survive. And so, of course, if we have temptation in front of us or calorie in front of us, especially something that's hyper palatable and delicious, of course we're going to want to eat it. Our brain goes, yes, eat that, and eat as much as you can get your hands on for as long as you can, and we'll store the rest. And that's what body fat, that's what adipose tissue is. It's stored energy for times of scarcity. Now, the interesting thing about our society now that has changed in really the last 50 years is that we always have abundance, except for maybe this little hiccup that we've experienced with this potential risk to our food supply of lately. But before that, it's been very consistent and we've been very comfortable in the idea that we could have as much food as we want any time of day, no matter where pretty much we are in most of the world. So this is a very unique time for humankind, and it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. In fact, it means you're a survivor. And so, you're gonna have to learn to say no, to stay on plan, to choose foods that are going to serve you, and to choose times of eating and choose occasions by which you eat based on your needs and your goals. But there's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken, and it's just completely normal to want to eat these foods. The other thing is that whole issue of the hyperpalatability. So a lot of the foods that we are shown all day long everywhere we go, at the gas station and at restaurants and every fast food place and everywhere we go, there are these hyperpalatable foods. And what is that? Basically, they're usually foods high in sugars and fats and salts and flours. And they stimulate this dopamine hit in your brain, and it feels good. It releases this cascade of hormones, and it feels really good. So of course we want to eat it. We think about the short-term buzz that we get from eating these foods, and we don't necessarily always remember the long-term consequences of eating something that's not on our plan. Of course, I recommend people stick to whole plant foods, that list of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, mushrooms, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices in infinite tasty combinations. And every derivation away from that, every time you add things in and take out fiber, take out nutrition, it becomes more and more calorically dense and less nutritionally dense, and it's likely to give you that hit of deliciousness that you want, this heightened hit that makes you want more and more and more. And there's a lot that goes into that marketing campaign of you can't just eat one, because it's made so that you want to eat more. That's a great, brilliant marketing play, and it really works. And of course, these companies want to sell product, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong biologically with you for wanting to eat it. It's not like you have a problem because you're attracted to that kind of food. That is just how we are biologically and psychologically. So forgive yourself, radical self-compassion, and try to stick to the whole foods. And this, what matters most is what you do most of the time. 95% of the time is what your overall diet looks like. But just remember that you're not broken. This is normal. This is survival. And you can still persist nonetheless. I hope that helps. And please keep your wonderful comments and questions coming in the comments section below via direct message or my website, plantbaseddietitian.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.